Alright everybody, so welcome to this final game of the ERA Rivals tournament. This is going to be the big deciding game here for Aeon to take that top spot, to be competing against the likes of Lost Time, and then they hope to carry this form over into the Open Division. With Aeon unfortunately having to start in the Open Division due to taking a break last season, it is very much likely that they are going to be performing to the best of their ability to prove that they are one of the top teams on the ERA roster. As we can see here, we have got the rise up and coming talent. Yeah, I know I'm a smart ass. Upcoming talent that we're going to be seeing from Aeon this season. With Mateel in the mid lane, very strong on this in the mid lane. Has been particularly capable on the likes of the Vladimir and the Cassiopeia and even the Swain. With his stats comparing him to that of Henio so far. Henio, very good in the early game, very aggressive, high KDA. Oh, you're being filled. Oh no, Cappy's not being filled? Oh no. Alright, we do have getting a song request, so I'll get to that as soon as I can. So this mid lane matchup is very much dependent on who gets the early game, with Henio being very aggressive, very heavy into the push, wants to get the early leads for him to roam. And then hopefully Mateel wants to scale. Like, he just doesn't want to be too aggressive. He wants to hold the lane. He wants to keep it safe. And this is very much reflected in his solo kill rate. That is unfortunately we're not going to be seeing you, Mr. Cappy. That does mean that Dark Puppy will be proving himself once again against some of the best supports like you and Lesnack. Very happy to see how well that Dark Puppy has been doing and hope to see him keep this form. So with the recent changes, Lesnack will be filling in for him so far. It is going to be his hopefully going to pick up his popular picks, which is the Karma. Has a very high kill participation rate so far this year, and he is always there for his team and always wants to make the plays, wants to be the one who decides the game, wants to be the one who protects his team, wants to be in a very aggressive spot as well, especially with the Radiant changes. Karma has been very abusive in this bot lane. Okay, I am going to adhere to said song requests via one of my mods, who's very adamant for me to play. Alright. Copy link. Alright, this is gonna be happening, I guess. This is at the courtesy of one of my mods, but yeah, so then we're gonna take a look at roster 1, which is going to be the Equinox roster. Very much the same, very capable, very strong in the bot lane. And very strong in the jungle. Henio being one of the main backbone of Equinox and pulling them all together. Grom also performing exceptionally well on the Xayah. But at the same time, Umholo is very prevalent on the Xayah too. So it's going to be a competition on who gets the Xayah in this bot lane. But this is going to be at request of my mod, who very much wants audio. He wants to everyone to hear this song, so this is his doing, so flame me if you must, but this is going to be the song that we're going to be listening to. Why is the audio not there anymore? Okay, all right, cool. All right, everybody, for the future I am a bit sorry.
Number 15. Whopper, Junior, double, triple, Whopper, flame grill taste with perfect toppers. I rule this day. Lettuce, mayo, pickle, ketchup is so good. I don't want that impossible bacon. Whopper, any Whopper, my way, Whopper.
Oh my god, this song is... What the hell is this song?
I rule this day.
There's so many copyrighted songs in here and I'm not sure if I'm allowed to play them. And it does just loop. It's just looping, Matthew.
Number 15. Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Flame Grill taste with perfect toppers. I rule this day. Lettuce, mayo, pickle, ketchup, it's okay if I don't want that. Impossible or bacon, Whopper, any Whopper, my way, Whopper, my way, Whopper,
Oh my
Whopper, Whopper,
lord.
Whopper, Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Flame Grill taste with perfect toppers. I rule this day.
This is gonna be stuck in my head for like the rest of the day. Like, I'm telling you, this is gonna be stuck in my head for the rest of the day. And I do blame you, Matthew. I very much blame you for this being stuck in my head for the rest of the evening. Alright, but now we can continue talking, as I believe there will be a slight delay as a bunch of players are going to be getting in a bit later. So we are going to give it about 15, 20 more minutes. And now we start. Alright, so now we get to cover all the stats. So in the jungle, as we have absolutely loved, Umbreonix is going to be fighting up against Nick Wolf this time. And we see Nick Wolf has been very comfortable on the Kindred and the Maokai this season, has been doing very well. Not his usual Kayn, he's probably realized that it's going to get banned out all the time. And at this point, you just want to play something that's not going to get banned out. So he's been broadening his champion pool and looking to make an impact across the map. And this is very much reflected with his first blood rate, which is above 50%. So he gets 50% of his games he plays, he gets first blood, which, yeah, it kind of reflects even with his KDA, high kill participation, high gold difference, and a very good vision score for that of a jungler. Looking, and we've literally discussed the mid lane matchup, but now looking at this bot lane matchup, this is where a lot of the game can be decided for either side. As Grom has been in tip-top form this season so far, very much reflected with his very high KDA, kill participation, CS per minute, as well as his base damage share. Hello with his, unfortunately played over 3 games in the bot lane with Guy taking on that mantle once or twice. Yeah, so the Xayah is going to be very much competed for, as Hello is very proficient on it, does enjoy it, one of his main champions, but Grom has been showing good form, especially with that of the Ezreal and the Xayah. So yeah, hope to see some peeps popping off today on either of these teams. And then finally, we will take a look at the support once again, as it's very unfortunate we're not going to be seeing Cappy here. I know Cappy has been very looking forward to this, but I know he's going to be backing his boys, supporting them all as they try and make their way to the top of the Group A for the ERA rivals. As we take a look at the gold share, the gold difference, Lisnek does top the gold compared to Dark Puppy, and also has a much higher kill participation and high KDA. This is going to be, Dark Puppy's going to have to show a lot of energy into this ball lane if he's going to want to match up with the likes of Lisnek. He has placed more control wards and has taken down more wards, so hope to see some good performances from these supports as well. And now finally, we take a look at the top lane. So we are going to take a look quickly into the top lane, which is going to be Guy against Bubbles OG. Bubbles OG has been enjoying some of the newer champions that were released in League of Legends. That of Cassante has had a 50% win rate, has unfortunately not been able to perform as much as well as he would want. His kill participation to that compared to Guy is a bit lower, 61% for Guy, 26% for Bubbles. The gold share, Guy is topping the gold share, but it's very much because I think they've had very little play time. Solo kill rate, Bubble OG does have a higher solo kill rate, so he is going to be a little looking for these dangerous engages, looking to go all out and looking to make a play. But bringing us to the rosters, as we're going to be showing off more of these excellent banners that are provided to us, and they've been made by GFX Star. He has been the designer, been putting these all together for the side, for the ERA boys, for the ERA lads, as yeah, and it's just a matter of, yeah, sending your photo in, getting it all done. Yeah, it says I will be with you all in a moment. Alright, so yeah. Gotta make sure that you send your photos in, lads. Send your photos in, boys, so you can get these sick-looking banners. I mean, Nick Wolf, this man, how is he not have all the bitches? He's a Kane main. He's an attractive-looking man. Like, what is this? Got some good-looking guys down in the era in the era groups. And then Amalo here with the piece. He's seeing the Zaya in the background. Very much his favorite champion, as indicated here. Got Kane for Nick Wolf. We got Janna for Cappy. We got Irelia for Guy. We have got the Victor for Mot Matil. And and these are all brought together to form a mad sick team comp. Yeah, like see, like why we got so many good-looking dudes in this organization, and yet we got no bitches. Like, hot damn! Like it's so unfortunate. Like their peeps around the world are missing out. So we are just waiting to get the match up and running, as I think there are people that are unfortunately trying to sort out internet and they're looking for a fill. You just missed it, taking a look at the Aeon roster and wondering, why does Nick Wolf not have any bitches? In fact, why does almost anyone on the team not have any bitches, huh? Like, so they are got a couple of peeps that are still trying to make their way in. Me, big Uyusek, oh gosh. This chat is getting awfully spicy, I am not gonna lie. We have taken a look over at the stats and we have finished that. Now we're just kind of in the process of waiting for peeps to show. And I think I'll try and find a co-caster for this tournament, but I think it will just be me, which I'm more than happy with. But oh sheesh. Damn, that banner looking kind of fire, not going to lie. I just see some of the Kronos banner has finally been announced as well, looking really spicy, looking good. Yeah, we'll get hold of Ty. Let's get hold of Ty. I don't know where he is. Is he here? Is he available? It does appear he is not here, unfortunately. But yeah, they're going to just be doing a quick coin flip to see who is going to be starting on what side. Like peeps, there are 3 members of Equinox, unfortunately, that have shown up. We are just waiting for a couple more of them to get here. And yeah. What are we thinking of this game so far, chat? Who do we think's gonna, what kind of comps are we expecting? Like, I will do predictions closer to the time, as want to get as many of the peeps in for this match. I have no idea except for the Yone ban. I mean, okay, but that's just because, it's just because Henio exists. And Henio is very much in the position where he could 1v9 games on that Yone. Like, Yone definitely should not be... It should not be given to him, basically. Because if it's given to him, it's an awfully painful process to deal with him. Because Yones are quite strong, quite deadly, quite scary. And with the marksman buffs, he kind of just can pop off super easily. Alright, Spartan, we get it. We get it, you're permanently asleep. Okay? Oh yeah, speaking of that, that is what I am going to be setting up for you lads this week. I unfortunately am not going to be able to be streaming from Thursday onwards, as I have some personal matters I will be tending to in the future. But I just hope you lads can give me the space needed. As much as I love casting all of you and yelling at my ranked games or grinding Genshin, I will be right as rain and ready to stream probably the following Monday. But yeah, I was about to say, yeah, I will probably not be available to stream. Yeah. No, I was just answering just in general, but yeah, I'll probably be getting my stream back up and ready on Monday, the following Monday, because I will be busy on the Friday. On the Saturday, I will be attending the Imagine Dragons concert, which I've been long since anticipating. And then Sunday, I'm gonna just take the day to relax. Gonna spend some time with my brother and my dad, who will be coming out from Pretoria and Cape Town respectively. And then eventually I'll get back to streaming on Monday, and then we'll hopefully get some votes in for what games I should be playing this week, because I have no idea what games I want to be playing this week other than League or Genshin. So please do give me some suggestions. Please do give me some different unique games to play, because I'm gonna get sick of League and Genshin. I don't want to progress too far in the story just yet. But I think the background is in very much need of a fresh coat of paint, so I am going to be using this one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make I have figured out what to do here. So audio filters, no, so that is the audio. Let's do the client. So filters, effects, it is in color correction, and then what I do is the opacity drops to about that, and now we close, and there you go. What do we like about that? I think that looks pretty dope. Yeah, there we go. This is going to be the new and improved background for streams to come. As it's, I like this kind of design, these kind of backgrounds. It looks rather clean, rather spicy. But just let me know what you guys think. Chat, I'm always open to suggestions. Except from Spartan, who just makes me feel like I'm like always asleep, apparently. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Like I've been exploring a bit more of these options. Like I want to make more of these like 3D renders that like just they look sick, they look clean, and like have good contrast. Like I know a lot of the other aspects of it just pops in and out, in and out, in and out. But yeah, and I'm gonna be taking some music requests. We will add some YouTube music requests. Just please make sure it's copyright free for my sake, please. Like I love you all. You're all very, very kind and very sweet, but I'm going to just be looking through. So match tile, otherwise find file at the same time. Okay, there we go. So you can feel free to DM them to me on Discord. I know Nightbot is sometimes the links aren't always there, but I am going to make that adjustment now. So feel free to DM me some music, lads, while we wait. I'm always curious to see what you guys enjoy listening to during your time of playing League of Legends. Yeah, so please just I'm just going to go through the commands real quick, or the spam protection. What are you? Okay, don't yeet. Okay, don't yeet me. Okay, you need to stop yeeting at me, else I'm gonna start yeeting you. Yeah, so now everyone can hear it because I got streamer mode disabled, Matthew. I thought I could trust you, Matthew. But clearly I have to put streamer mode on. Huh? Because clearly you love just spamming me. Alright, so we are getting QM, who is dropping a message too. Okay, I'm just getting yeeted by everyone. Like, everyone's just yeeting me, apparently. So, links are available to be pasted now, if you want to get your links in. But, hydrates. Okay, I need to get water, because I know Nick asked for a hydrate too. Come, Bella. We are playing the video games. I'm streaming the video games. Alright. I know you need a cat cam. Matt's house burning down, spamming for help. You're just ignoring him, Saj. I mean, Matthews straight up just uses it to spam me. Like, that's all he's done. I know it's my fault for leaving it off, but I turned it off because I thought I could trust you. But clearly I can't. 42,000. Alright. Well, I'm gonna be adding something just while we're waiting for this all to get sorted. Imagine trusting us now, big mistake. Yeah, I make the mistake, but it's because I feel like you guys would be not want to drown me, pretty much, because it feels like that's all you guys want to do is drown me. So please don't drown me. Like, I would very much appreciate it if you did not drown me. Like, I like being not drowned. It says as Floppy redeems 4 hydrates, 5 hydrates. Oh goodness sake. Okay, no, stop it. Oi! I will limit it. I am going to limit it. You guys are pushing me. Ugh, for fuck's sake. The army has come in. Okay. Ah, fuck. Shit. Ah. You know what? I will get another glass. Pieces of shit. Chat, and you all like drowned me. Alright, so I have got this like a big like 2-liter jug just filled with water, okay? And I will chug it. Okay? Alright. It is cold. Fucking cold. Whew, that's cold. Fucking hell. Okay. Now. Are you done? Are you done, like, drowning me? Sorry. I'm being drowned. I didn't get to even tell them why we were late, guys. We were, like, literally about to get into game, and now we're gonna be late. So fuck these teams. So we are going to be seeing. Alright, sorry, I'm just checking. I need to check my SMSs. But yeah, we do see these two teams coming out with the necessary bans. The Fiora being taken away from Guy, as well as the Aurelia being taken away from Guy. The Amumu is being taken away from the jungler, from Umbreonix. He does like it. The Lilia also being taken away from Umbreonix. And then the expected ban as the Yone does not make it through, and it's just no. Like, why would it ever be able to get through? Why would you ever want to let through Henio's Yone? Like, that is not what you want. So this is the problem I now have, is now you can't see the ERA Equinox and ERA Aeon. So I might have to adjust that. Yeah, okay, so that's a pain in the butt, but I'll get to that eventually. With like a transparent white bar. But yeah, get your bets in. Come on, everyone. You got this. Get your bets in. This is going to be a tight game. This is going to be the game that decides the top of the group, because if the Aeon do lose, as I believe there will be a tiebreak of, would be a tie between them and Lost Time. Well, Lost Time, Genesis, it would be like a 3-way tie to try and sort it out, if my math is correct, but I don't think it is correct. Yeah, I like that. I like how it looks like when it's, it looks like it's igniting the map. But we do see the Swain does come out for Mott Matil. That is going to be the snack on the Karma. It's very much expected. He has been playing this quite well. He is very, very proficient on it. So very glad to be seeing that for him. We got the Caitlyn Lux bot. Very common bot lane. Very easy with the roots. Once the light binding comes through, the Caitlyn just drops the Yordle trap, and that is a very easy damage. And yeah, this is very good ball lane for in terms of engage. And then we do have the Anivia hover for the mid lane. We have very big change of pace for Henio. He does like playing a lot more aggressive early game mid laners, but with the Anivia hovered, as we do see a lock-in. I don't know, is Cappy scared? That's the question. But we do see the Wukong being taken away from Nick Wolf. They obviously really don't want Nick Wolf on any of these carry junglers. But I have a feeling he might pull out the Kayn again. Very likely he will pull out the Kayn again. But who knows? We got the Nunu ban taken away from Umbreonix. It is a bit late in the ban, but it does seem that Aeon recognize that he is quite strong and he is quite valuable on these champions. And then finally, the Zac being taken away from Nick Wolf as well. Yes, Kappa. Well, it better be a Kappa, bro. Car's gonna have a weak excuse like load shedding. I mean, it's probably true. Probably true. But you won't know. And it's like you got some verification for us, Caps. Yeah, but it's fine. So we do see these last two picks coming out from both sides here. It is going to be the jungler lock-in likely for either of these teams. Curious to see what they're going to be pulling out. We do see a Jarvan Hover, and that is actually going to be Jarvan coming out for Umbreonix, playing for that heavy engage. And especially with this kind of team comp, a Jarvan Cataclysm is going to be massive, giving the Nivea free reign to land the Q. Very easy target for the light binding plus the final spark. And even Caitlyn with the easy trap placements and very easy ace in the hole. Then we do see the Elise come out for Nick Wolf. Very much follows his aggressive jungling style, as he does play these kind of very invadey, hard early game champions that can really make these massive impacts. Particularly, that's why I feel like he enjoys the Kayn. It's why he enjoys, well, I'm assuming the Elise. And then even the Wukong, very easy to make these ganks. Bro, you want to swap my vote? Well, I can't restart it. Points are already, like, on the table here. Like, it's gonna have to wait till game 2, brother man. And we do see the Jax lock in actually for Guy. Very different champion that we are seeing Guy on these kinds of champions. Does prefer the heavy like fighters, but never seen him on the Jax. So this is going to be a new one for all of us. And yeah, Elise can be very much a coin flip jungler. I know from my rank games, but I don't know if my rank games count. They're like bronze and silver. Yeah, Elise can be coin flip. Elise can 1v9, can absolute decimate an entire team, or is very useless and gets put behind very early. But if we're trusting Cappy here with what these picks are, but in terms of team comps, I'm very much favoring the Equinox team comp. Very good engage from all the sides. The on ultimate into the Cataclysm, into Final Spark. A lot of good damage, a lot of good AoE. Well, wait. Why are there DDoS threats going on in this chat, huh? Nick is like Nick is like silver prestige. Well, you're gonna have to chat with him after that, because I don't know if he's gonna feel particularly happy about that. If he's silver prestige, what does that? That's like makes me like wood 2, if anything. So yeah, very common with ERA material on the Swain. He does like this champion, and Swain is quite broken. We have one of the highest ranked Swains in the world. He did one of the streams for us the other day. His name is Lan, or the African Dream. Has been playing Swain since his rework in Season 8, and has peaked in Challenger. Was born in South Africa, but moved to the United Kingdom. But he speaks very highly of Swain, and I believe Swain is very, very strong, particularly in this meta right now with sustained drain tanks, and he with the three main targets for damage on the side of Equinox being the Nivea, Caitlyn, and Deluxe. It's very easy pickings, very easy sustain. If the Swain is able to keep up with them, you maybe with a Rylai's and Ghost, very easy to shut these people down. But at least we'll be looking for the early game ganks. Yeah, so Lan did get Challenger. I don't know how long ago it was, because I did scope his profile while he was streaming the other night. And yeah, he has peaked there, but right now he is sitting in Grandmaster. He hasn't hit Chal this season so far, but yeah, he's been performing really well. I've been catching 1 or 2 of his games. Definitely would recommend watching him if you wanted to just see like general Swain mechanics, or want a better understanding of what it's like in higher elo. My games are generally just me not doing too well, or my team deciding that it's a game they don't want to win. So it's 2 very different kinds of streams, but you're getting a very interesting entertainment value from me here. But we do see we are going to reach the last minute before loading screen, so can we get some support for all the boys, as we already see Cappy popping out for the Aeon lads? Can we get some of the Equinox supporters in the chat? Anyone backing Equinox in this possible upset for them this season? Or is it just going to be the calm before the storm, almost? We didn't get any music requests, so I am just going to play what I would like to play. So we are going to pop that out. Play Silver Scrapes. Okay, you know what? See, this man has got taste. Alright, there we go. Very much anticipated. Okay, for game 1, Kek. Hex go brrr. Hex defiant, Hex go brrr. So we are going to be hopping into game now. We are just going to hopefully take a look at some of these spicy skins. There are some pretty sick skins in here. Bronze Scrapes G2 5-head. I mean, G2 have I heard they've been performing well, but Fnatic hasn't been doing too great. But yeah, So in terms of skins, what do we think is the best skin in this lobby? All right, we've apparently loaded into game. Okay, there we go. We are finally in game here, but Silver Scrape's still playing. Alright, cool. We are finally in game now for this first game of the series. I'm not okay. It's been a long day, brother man. As you see, there's probably not going to be too much invade potential. Sloth versus Snack. Yeah. So you see, Embryonic is going to just go check for vision. Does spot out Guy there. Nick Wolf is just lying in wait, lying in anticipation. Hoping to maybe look for a pick here. Trying to see if he can bait out Embryonics here. But he is just using the E just to grab some vision. But there will be no further plays coming out there. Lesnack just sitting here. Keeping an eye on the entrances. Mort, Matil, and Henio just walking back and forth. Nothing too strange. And then our boy Jarvan just making his way back. Ornn being Ornn. Gotta love the Orny boy. Alright. We spent too much time looking at the Orny boy. But now it is making us look at the Ornn. And yeah. Well, Sloth era, I mean, Sloth it's era Sloth. It's the Sloth, bro. So you definitely don't want to be getting on his bad side. As we see, it is going to be a blue start for the Elise and red start for the Jarvan, as very aggressive trades coming out from the Snack and Hello here onto Grom. Tanking a brunt of damage, but then forcibly hitting a crit, hitting a headshot. Very good damage coming out for the Snack here, onto the Snack here. But yeah, see these bot lanes looking to be very aggressive. Lux and Caitlyn want to push for that level 2, want to get that good damage. And so far they are able to do it. They are getting the damage off, getting the poke, getting the shove. And it's exactly what they want in this Lux Caitlyn lane. As Ornn does pick up the level 2 and is looking for some aggressive trades with this Jax. Nothing happening. Amalo having to burn the flash, as Amalo will barely avoid that light binding. And then Aerosloth also burning the flash in the bot lane as well. But Grom and Aerosloth looking to assert their dominance, putting some vision down, keeping it pressurized, keeping it safe. Guy hitting level 2 here is looking for a fight. Going for this fight. Nick Wolf is here, but Guy is taking a lot of damage. Bubbles is going to have to be really careful how he plays this. Is he going to try and go for the kill? Does pick up level 3. Does not get the knock-up. And that will be first blood going over to Guy. I'm like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? You see Elise putting off a very successful top lane gank. And is going to assist in shoving this wave out. So, is this going to be a positive Elise game or a negative Elise game? We will find out shortly and soon. But Bubbles OG does TP back. Is going to try and keep the wave under his tower as often for as long as he can. But right now, yeah, bot lane is just banner of who can poke the hardest. With Sivir and Karma also having a lot of lane poke, with Caitlyn's range and Lux's poke, as well, it's also very easy to play the pressure game. And it's just going to be a little bit of calm in this bot lane for once. A little bit of calm as both the... As you see, Jarvan has made his way onto Amhalo. Amhalo does not have the flash, but they will just poke him down. Both ADCs did opt for the long sword refillable starts, so they will not have as much lane sustain. But it does look like it is going to be a battle of the 3v3. Embryonic is there, does land onto Nick Wolf. Trap is dropped. The Snack is doing his best to pressure this bot lane. Will stun out this Lux. The Lux will fall. Nick Wolf having to burn the flash. The Snack desperately trying to get as much damage off as possible. And Nick Wolf barely getting out alive, having to survive the ignite. But very good call coming out from the side of Aeon this game. As Orn is desperately trying to get these trades off. But Jack's not making it easy. As Henio, Team Spirit's Anivia. Some would say best Anivia skin. This neck is doing it for the boys. Could be, could be. But Henio he does get taken down, does get put into leg. I don't think Momatil will get this kill. I think Henio is going to try and look for a trade and damage. As Elise is looking to make a play bot lane, well, into the top lane again. There is a control ward, so Bubbles OG does know that he is in a bit of danger. So he will go and clear it. Very easy for Leorn. Momatil and Henio very evenly health, but Nick Wolf is in the mid lane. Could possibly look for something as a Henio despite not having egg form. Guy looking has still not reset for the first time yet. This Orn is already sitting on the Glacial Shroud. We'll give him that extra mana. We'll give him that little bit of extra armor into this Jax. We need Armin to run it down. I mean, you gotta ask Armin really nicely for him to run it down. So we do see Elise is gonna be making way to Henio. Henio does have the flash, will burn the flash. Cocoon does connect. But there will be no further dive potential coming from this Elise. Lux has made away mid. There will be a flash W coming out from this neck. Very peculiar flash as the Demonic Ascension comes out. Is sitting in the Anivia ult. Will live on minuscule HP. Nick Wolf does not get the last hit. Did debate turning on multiple instances. This Elise is in a lot of danger here. As well as Mark Mateel. But very interesting play coming out as Orn is looking. Orn is looking. Never mind, he walked away. Very interesting flash coming out from Armament. Very interesting. Nick Wolf will just start up the blue. Likely gonna have to reset here, but let's see. Will he be able to defeat this camp? He should get it pretty easily with his spiders tank in it. Okay, yeah, there we go. He's being chilling. As the Jax is finally able to get the reset. But the Elise is pinging very much to try and maybe steal the red buff. But Jarvan will start it and will take it away from him very easily. But yeah, good, absolutely really good trade coming out from Henio, doing a lot of damage. Grom sitting alone in his bot lane, avoiding the poke from the Karma while keeping a good distance. Hello tanking some, I'm just gonna call him hello. Or I don't know. I'll call him hello, feels like it's so long. Elise is looking for the reset, was looking topside for a play, but unfortunately Momatil does get the push. And there will be no further play there. Grom is still on his own, unfortunately. Lux is still yet to hit level 6, but that is a very dangerous point in the game for this bot lane. The moment both of them hit things very hard. Demonic Ascension does come out once again from ERA Mateel. Does pop the first part of the Demonic Ascension, but it will fall as nothing will happen. There will be no further trades coming out. Henio dodging the E, dodging the Nevermore. And yeah, Orn is just going to be Orn. He's just going to be pulling full tank. Going to be the really good engage, but really good trades coming out from the Jax. Momatil is there, does spot out the Jarvan. I almost called him Darius. I don't know why. I guess that skin, it kind of looks like Darius. As there is another trade coming out. The Jax ulti will be burned, the Grandmaster's might, but there will be no kill evolve. Lux is just going to be a nuisance, is just going to try and keep Amalo off this wave, deny him as much experience, but Elise is there. It looks like it is going to be a 3-man commit to the bot then, but Nick Wolf will not reside into that team fight. Imagine knowing ability names. Well, I know some of them, huh? I know some of them, some I don't. I mean, I just... Okay, so Light Binding does go wide. Does give Listenek a bit more room to go for poke, as there's less chance of getting one shot. If you're not, name every single champ ability right now, Spartan. I don't even know if my chat would even let you name every single one. But we do see Elise is going to be in this, making more use of her farm. QWER wrecked. Oh, someone's a smartass. Huh? But Grom is taking a lot of poke from this Karma. Mantra Q doing quite a bit of damage. But they are able to just try and hold this wave and keep the CS lead. Elise is a bit behind in terms of like minion clear, but I don't think it really particularly matters. She is a very early game gank champion and wants to make sure that she can get her lanes ahead so she can just power farm it a little bit more. But yeah, this game is going a lot slower than a lot of us would like. Henio clearing the wall. He decided to pull a Donald Trump and build a wall. Dodge sidesteps the Nevermore. Procs electrocute, and that is a lot of damage coming out from this Anivia. As there is a bit of a competition happening in the top jungle. There is a control ward there that Nick Wolf will clear out. Is a level behind. But Guy here looking for some aggressive trades, but the more armor this one's going to pick up, the harder it is going to be for the Jax. As both junglers, support, and the mid lane are all pathing up to this Rift Herald with the Snack up here as well. That is going to be 4 members, at least going for the jump, does land the Cocoon. Umbreonix is in a lot of danger right now, does not have the flash, does have the Cataclysm. Will he drop the Cataclysm before he falls? But no, he will die to the Nevermore, and that will be a very easy Rift Herald for the side of Aeon. You know every ability name, name a Felios E. I mean, weapons queue system is, makes sense. Alright. Ooh, Hexdivine has chosen a champion, so that means he chooses the champion I will play in my next rank game. I'll see if I'll play any rank games after this stream, if anyone wants to watch me run it. But what is the champion going to be, Mr. Hexdefiant? A bit of laughter coming out from Mr. Hello here. Very much knows he has to play passively. They do not have vision on this Jarvan, on the Jarvan here. You would have looked for a gang. Yuumi jungle, what is your main lane? So I main jungle, but I am a bit of like a jack of all trades kind of thing where I can play multiple lanes. As we do see a solo kill coming out from Guy onto Bubbles OG. And it very much looks like Nick Wolf is going to be bringing the Rift Herald to the top lane, push more towers, push more gold. Darius jungle. Alright, I'm actually really keen to try that. I'll try and stream that sometime tomorrow. I'll do a stream around 5 o'clock in the evening. That's what I'll set it as. And then yeah, you can witness the Darius jungle firsthand. Or I could just continue after this series. But we do see a lot of damage trades coming out onto Momentil from this Anivia. But yeah, that's the tower falling to this Jax. A lot of gold going to Jax here, sitting on 2,300 gold to base. But it is over 1,000 gold hit as the Snake does flash. W does flash for the mantra. This is rooted Kaylin. Light Binding goes wide once again, but the trap does land. The Snake was in a lot of danger, but will walk away unscathed. But that is the second instance where he has flashed in and nothing has come out of it. As Mott Matil is also bought along with Nick Wolf, so Grom and Sloth are going to make their way into their second tier turret. Don't want to deal with the Swain and the Elise, but Tenio is there just to back them up. Now, multiple members all looking here for a possible engage. Henio does flash, does drop the Q, does on the E, and that is a kill going over to Henio, picking up the snack on Karma. But that will be the only kill that will be picked up, as it is just going to be a reset for the rest of Aeon. This Jax very much going for these very aggressive fights, aggressive trades. Does drop the Grandmaster's Might. Horn ulti does come out. Umbreonix is here. Will he drop the Cataclysm? He's going to be fighting to the death here. The deal table has been fully stacked for this Jax. But unfortunately, it is not. The Jax not stuck there with him. He is stuck in there with the Jax. as Jax is just absolutely annihilating this top side of the map. Currently sitting at 4-0 on this Jax. You do not want to be giving him this much gold, as he is just going to completely annihilate everyone in his path. But yeah, like that was more of a situation where the Jax was in the ring with the Catalyst, and Jaw's like, "Oh, you're fighting me in here," and the Jax just straight up did the whole JoJo's theme, is like, "No, you're stuck in here with me," and then just like pulls out the Grandmaster Might and kills everyone. As the flash coming out from Nick Wolf, massive tower dive coming out onto Grom here, who does not make it out alive. The Snake does live on very minuscule amount of health, but yeah, guys, sitting very comfortably, 5-0 on this. Jax does have the full tower. Hello is picking up his second tower for Aeon in the bot lane. And has a lot of gold going on the right carries for the side of Aeon here. So 5-0 on this Jax, 7,200 gold to 4,300. He is very scary. Anivia does have only about 300, 400 gold behind on Momatil here. Momatil is in a bit of danger, does spot them on a ward. Nevermore does grab the Umbreonix, but Umbreonix is in a lot of danger. So will he get one shot? Does make it out alive. Nivea does try and slow them down. Does just use the wall as we get a TP coming in from Guy here. Guy will absolutely shred through. Does drop the Grandmaster Might, does the fully stacked lethal tempo. And that will be a very dead Anivia. As they are going to look to continue this fight here. Flashes coming out from the Lux. Yeah, this is absolutely amazing form from Aeon currently so far. Guy is on an absolute rampage. 6-0 with the Elise very much been able to set him up in this first part of the game. I mean, right now in terms of Equinox, they are going to want to look to try and keep Henio in a very healthy position, as he is a very good point of carry. Can do a bit of damage to this Jax. But at the same time, it is going to be very hard to come back from this kind of deficit. About 7,000 gold right now, as the Jax is just roaming about in the enemy jungle, looking for fights, looking for kills. There, Hello and Nick will do walk over a control ward, but no further. Well, yeah, I can't remember what I was going to say. Eco needs Papa back on Olaf. I mean, yeah, like Papa Smurfy on this Olaf has been kind of wild. We have seen his performance on Lost Time recently, and has been really making a name for himself on the new Lost Time roster. But it's a snake eats sloth kind of world, yeah. As Henio does take down the Snack once again. Henio taking a lot of damage. Elise going to be using the Rappel, does get there. Double Lightbind does land, but Matil is just doing too much damage, too much AoE, as the Mic Ascension will be used to take down two more members of Equinox. Yes, I think that is a genuine question I would be asking, is how long did he take to find those emotes? Did he just search snake and sloth? As yeah, the gold lead has been somewhat further extended. It is now 32,000 to 24,000. It is a collective 8k gold lead for Aeon right now, who are about to take down the final tier 1 turret in this mid lane. More and more gold going to the carries, more gold to the Sivir, more gold to Metil. And Sivir just goes ham. The ulti does come out. Jax is there. The Cataclysm does drop on 3 members. Massive AoE coming out. Very good execution of the team fight. Kayle ulti does come out. Will not shut down Hello. But that Wombo combo was very well executed coming out from Equinox here. Taking down Metil, knowing he does not have the Demonic Ascension available. This will likely get them their first tower of the game, giving them that little bit of extra gold. But really, really good call coming out from ERA Equinox. I think it's just a matter of if they're in a good position to execute these team comps, it can be very, very easy for them to pick off one of these major carries. Jax is very scary. Will take a lot more than just a good Wombo combo to deal with him. But if they're able to shut down Hello, if they're able to shut down this Swain, the team fight will become undoubtedly much easier for them. But yeah, Swain using the demon, I think it's the Demon Eye, or it's Eyes Watch, Vision's Watch. Yeah, I mean, like, right now, the game ender, the main reason that is Equinox being held back is this Jax. Very dominant, 2 full items. Got a lot of magic, there's just plenty to deal with the Anivia, plenty to deal with the Lux. Umbreonix is having to make his a quick getaway. But we do see a Rift Herald is being dropped by the Jax. Jax is just going to go and yoink a blue buff. Free of charge. I mean, he's just going to do what he wants. As we see, the Never move does land onto 2 targets. A lot of damage coming out. Flash is having to be burned. Just permanently poking out this Equinox side. I'm definitely not going to make the same mistake and give them that wombo comp that they very much need. Nevia Q comes out. The Orn is called. The Forge Guard will be there. Massive cataclysm coming up, but Jax has gotten onto the back line. We'll have to flash out of tower. Hello is on an absolute rampage. Absolutely shredding through this front line and this back line of Equinox. It's just going to be running under tower. Swain will fall despite being the demonic ascension. Guy does have to get the flash out of Grom. Did have to flash away from tower, so cannot continue his attack. Let's will flash onto Grom once again. Then there's the 3rd time he's flashed onto Grom this game alone. But we see members of Aeon are looking to close out this game, are pushing into the base. Henio is single-handedly making a name here for the side of Equinox. Yeah, fuck Grom, let's go. I mean, I think Armand seems to have a very particular, like, big old middle finger to Grom. As Umbreonix and Larislot just walk through their jungle just to clear out some vision, just so they can feel a little bit safer, as they are now 10,000 gold behind Aeon right now. I'm just going to try and look for maybe a pick, or maybe look for that another wombo combo once again. If they're able to pull that off, it will be very easy for them to make a play, as Lux does get hit by the Never move. The Light Binding does also go wide. And yeah, they're just going to be making sure they get vision, making sure Umbreonix gets all of his camps. With the Baron currently up, it is Aeon's room to look to end the game. If they get this Baron, it's going to be very hard to deal with this Jax in the side lane, as he is very comfortably just making his push. Yeah, but Karma does get hit by the Light Binding. The Sivir ult does come out. Umbreonix was in a bit of danger there. But we do see there is a shutdown. Caitlyn and Anivia shutting down this Sivir. A lot of gold going over to Grom here. As you see, the Orn is called. Does dodge. Does use the counter strike just to negate a bit of the damage from the Caitlyn. The final spot comes out as well, and still this Jax able to get out. But yeah, there's no anti-heal at the moment. Sivir, Karma, and Swain will be healing an awful lot, as well as this Jax with the Divine Sunderer. So very surprising that we have not seen any anti-heal just yet. But hopefully we do see it soon. As you see, the dragon is spawning. It is 1-for-1 drag. But Aeon do have the presence here, and they will pick up their 2nd dragon of the game. There is no contest. Right now, the majority of Equinox are just holding their base right now. Their base is in shambles, but the most they can do is look for a pick. Jarvan does drop the flag, looking for possible engage. So we just see it is going to be looking like just a push down mid with the double dragon. Hook coming out from Lux. Caitlyn is desperately trying to fight Guy here, but Guy will go for the tower dive. Gale Force will save Grom here. Heal comes out, Trap is there. Grom able to bait out Guy. Guy is a very precarious and dangerous spot. Will fall. Henio picking up the shutdown. That is a very massive influx of gold going over to this Anivia, who is just about to finish stacking the Rod of Ages. We have 4 members. Oh, yeah, are going to have to retreat there. I'm going to look to rather play for the Baron. But yeah, really good picks coming out here from the side of Equinox. Yeah, I'm just gonna yoink all the jungle camps. Very unfortunate for Mr. Mr. Embryonics. He is going to be stuck with our camps as they are going to look for a cheese. Cocoon does not land. Massive AoE coming out. The Nivea ulti looks come out. The Cataclysm is not there. The All-Call Forge God is there too. Hello flashing into the back line. But Henio doing way too much damage on this Anivia. As that is a 2-for-1 favoring Equinox here, as they are in a very commanding position. The Jax is still there, is still capable to make the play, but they will look to just hold off their base. Is Armand run it? I mean, Armand has been using his flash very proactively. His flash is going to be coming up soon, so very curious to see who he's going to be flash Wing in the next team fight. But Guy is just like, he's just farming up the storm. Saying 185 CS at 25 minutes. Has got a lot of gold. Well, not at the moment, but he is going to be looking to build the Ravenous Hydra. Going to be pairing that. It's going to do a lot of AoE. Going to have a lot of lifesteal. So we hope to see some anti-heal come out from someone on Equinox, as they're never going to be able to kill this Jax or the Swain if they keep doing this. Moment's Heal looking for the never move. Does let them move onto the Jarvan. But to no avail, unfortunately. But with the scaling of that Aeon have, is going to be very, very hard for the side of... Oh, speaking of that, as you see, there is going to be a 1-on-1. Guy is going to try and look for bubbles. But a little bit of respect. The Ornn, it has got a lot of armor. Has a lot of resistances, but also, my word, there's a lot of damage. Aeon are going to be looking to start this Baron up, but they are very much noticed. Bubbles is just trying his best to deal with the Jax. Jax is very hard to deal with. Henio is not there to contest the Baron. Embryonics is looking for the steal. Are they going to drop onto it? Are they going to continue? There is vision. Is there going to be a steal? Embryonics is looking for the steal, but it will not be. It will be the smite coming out from Elise, picking up the kill here. Guy is just sitting in the base, 1v2ing this Ornn and the Nivea. Having to burn the flash. Will Q out very safely, very easily. But that will be a Baron pickup for Aeon, as Embryonics is not able to steal. And yeah, they are just going to look to run it down mid. Cocoon does miss, does go wide. Anivia looking to try and get some damage, looking for a pick with the Q. I'm going to say the Cocoon again. Playing the scaling game, which can be both beneficial and can be both a downfall, as the Jax is looking uber scary with now 3 items, picking up the stopwatch as well. Probably anticipating he will be the focus in the next team fight. But yeah, Equinox are holding the line. They are trying to make sure that they give enough time to Henio to scale on this Anivia, get the Ornn items going, because once those Ornn items come out, their gold deficit will not feel as large, as the value of them will be somewhat circumstantial. Ornn being level 14, he should be able to give at least 1 upgrade. He's actually just going to be top lane. This is going to be a dragon that Equinox can give up. It is only the third, would only be the third dragon would put Aeon onto Soul Point. But if they get this, they do delay this game. They do make sure it goes on for longer. They do give more time to Henio to pick up these core items, as he is in our 3-item Anivia. Could be very careful. Yeah, Aeon are playing this very slow, very composed. Don't want to take any more chances. They have realized that if they mess up, the team comp will absolutely annihilate them. So they will be playing for picks. But they will just pick up this third dragon here. No contention there, as the game crashes again. But yeah, so we see Aeon are going to try and get the push out. Henio is definitely trying to hold the wave against this Jax. He's probably the only person who's able to maybe remote deal with this. A flash W coming out onto Grom once again. The Snack has definitely chosen the villain here, as Nick Wolf does pick up the Jarvan, but Anivia does shut down the Sivir as the fight does continue. The Demonic Extension does come out doing a lot of damage, does go golden. Bubbles OG is in the middle of a lot of peeps. Nick Wolf and the Snack are doing a lot of damage to him. Guy does make it in, does land a massive AoE counter strike, does the Grandmaster's Might. Will continue, will be doing massive amounts of damage. Fully stacked lethal tempo 3 items. Aeon have very much made this game their own now. Nick Wolf does go Golden Trap, does land, Lightbind does land as well, and that will be a kill going over to Grom. A shutdown for him. But Jax is going to try and end the game. Lightbinding does land as well. Guy will also go gold. Embryonics is there. Trap is underneath. Guy taking a lot of damage. Cataclysm is not up. Very much looking to do some damage, but Lesnack does not have the flash. I think bit of revenge coming out here. Does evade the final spark. A lot of damage coming out from Lesnack onto Grom. But I think Grom has got some personal vendetta here because Lesnack has flash W'd him every single time his flash has been on off cooldown. So I think Grom has got his name on Lesnack's flash. But yeah, very slow. It is an open nexus. Lesnack and Armelo do catch out Embryonics on his blue buff, do pick up the blue buff as well. Silver ult is used. They are just going to make their way down into the mid lane. It does look like they are probably going to try and just make the final push here for the end of the game. The on items were not able to come out in time, unfortunately. Need a lot more inting, bud. Nick Wolf with the Kappa. At least does opt for the Zhonyas. A lot of Zhonyas on either side here. Well, being built. We got the stopwatch on the Nivea. We got the GA on the Jax. And yeah, so this is going to be probably going to be the final team fight for the game. This will be deciding the game. Aeon are shoving into the top lane, getting that final tower down, taking down that final inhib. With the open nexus, it's going to be extremely hard for Equinox to hold this. They are going to need to pull off a miracle here. Jax going for the end of Call of the Forge God. Is there a lot of damage coming out to Embryonic? Call of the Forge does land. Cataclysm does try and do some damage. But Momatil does drop the drawing concession. Is dealing with Henio as much as he can. The guy is just absolutely unstoppable on this Jax. Momatil does go gold, does save his life. And that will be game 1 going over to Aeon. Had to pause for dramatic effect. So that is game 1. That does go over to the side of game 1 does go over to the side of Aeon. Very good fight coming out from Equinox there, but unfortunately we're not able to execute the team comp as well as they would have liked to. And yeah, so Yuumi jungle, Yuumi please. There's a lot of requests for Yuumi here. So I will be handing out the prediction points. So choose outcome. So that is going to be the Aeon W. The boys coming in clutch, making Cappy proud. Ooh. Like, I think their team comp was very well executed. I think they had the AoE, they had the plan. I just think it was very unfortunate they let Guy cook. And Guy was able to cook for too long, and he was able to just take the W. And it was very, very hard for anyone to deal with that Jax. So alright, cool. So I'm just gonna have to move that text to the side real quick. There you go. Easy peasy. Who let him cook? As I need to hop over because finally they let me in. We are gonna quite quickly hop into the second game. And yeah, I think if Equinox are able to execute the second game well enough, they could take a game off Aeon here. We will do the second prediction, so be sure to bring your points in. Alright, so start prediction. We will see who will take game 2. Will it be Aeon? Will it be Equinox? Be sure to place your bets. You got 5 minutes. Starting now. So, I'm going to say caster R. So we are ready to rock and roll. And then, yeah, let's hope to see some good League of Legends. We want to see the Yuumi. Feels like betting a lot to give a channel a chance to spread wealth. Man, you've got plenty of wealth, so just like all in on someone. Or like not all in, but like use like at least some of your wealth. As we are hopping to champs, so like the Lilia is going to be taken away from Embryonics once again. It feels like this champion is just the meme at this point. Like, don't give him Lilia. Oh my, 21,000! That is a lot of points to be spread. I bet all I have on Aeon. I mean, it's your boys, you gotta back your boys, but there's a lot of love being shown, a lot of love being spread. We do see the movement bands, Karma bands, and the Fiora bands. Definitely don't want to see Lisnek on that Karma again. Was very difficult to deal with. I think Grom, that might have been a Grom personalized ban. I think he was not happy that Lisnek was just permanently Wing him all the time. If Equinox win, then the community can get wealth. Alright, so that is the decider, boys. There's 21,000 points betted on Equinox. So Equinox, guys, this is your game. It's time to shine. It's time to make your mark. The time to take your game off Aeon. Bro, bet 21 count Aeon because you know they won't lose. Big brain. I mean, it is a smart move if you think about it. Man is making the correct business decisions. Right now, we do see there is going to be the Jax ban as well, the Maokai lock-in, along with the Norlis. But Nunu is actually going to be picked up for Embryonics. One of the first times we are seeing him on one of his most comfortable champions. Hopefully we get to see some good gameplay coming out there. This is not someone you want to mess with, especially on this Nunu. Very scary, very dominant, very gank proficient. So yeah, you got to be careful. Nunu is scary. As we see, the Swain is going to be locked in again for Motmatil. There were no issues with it in the first game, so there's no real point to take it away. As Holo will lock in the Xayah. Welcome, Bugs Tag, and welcome to the stream. So we actually see the Xayah lock in for Holo. It is his signature champion, so very much hope to see some good gameplay from him. But he is going to have to deal with this Nunu, who's uber scary. Look at the... Oh my goodness gracious. That is 33,000 points on the dot right now. 33,000 points up for grabs right now. So be sure to get your bets in if you want to stack up their points. There will be some rewards for the big point abusers, but we do see Henio is actually given the Z. Have Aeon made a mistake here? They have left the comfort on two of the strongest people on this roster. So who let him cook? Who was banning and who let him cook? Yeah, I see even Cappy is out here. Even despite backing the boys, Helio on the Z, Embryonics on his Nunu. This is gonna be a spicy game. As you see, the Kai'Sa is taken away. Obviously, don't want the Kai'Sa Norlis in the bot lane. But they are going to have to find an answer for the Xayah. Oh, so game 1, it did go to Aeon. That is 1 versus 0 right now. And this is the second game. As we see the Varus hover. Will this be the Varus in the bot lane? Will this be the answer to the Xayah? As you do see it locked in. Very good synergy pairing between Norlis and the Varus. Varus can just easily lock down someone out with the ultimate. Norlis lands the dredge line, and it is very difficult for that person to move. As Kindred is going to be coming out onto Nick Wolf. My god, my brain. So yeah, we do see a Kindred lock-in for Nick Wolf. We do see a Tryndamere lock-in for Guy. As that is going to be a Maokai for the snack. So there's a lot of good picks this game. Very scary. As the final pick will be decided here. What will Bubbles OG be bringing out for us today? Will it still be the Ornn? Will they try and keep the same team comp going? Very similar style in terms of team comp with the Nunu pairing Varus as well. So we actually see the Shen want to keep these carries alive. So he is going to be playing a bit of a more weak side top lane, especially to that of the Tryndamere. Very good use of this. Very good use of the Shen, as it will be able to negate a lot of the Tryndamere's basic attacks with the W, and will maybe not win the early levels as hard, but going into the late game, the Shen will be looking to keep some of these hyper carries alive, keeping this Zed alive, keeping this Varus alive. But yeah, we've got a very, very interesting game on our hands, boys. A lot of points on the line. A lot of big champions here. This game could be a doozy. Alright, so I think now is the time that we play the Silver Scrapes. Alright, we are going to be playing the Silver Scrapes, everyone. We will crank up the volume. Let's crank it up, boys. We will. Alright, I'll turn it down just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. But it is going to be cranked. That's what I said, boys. You gotta get the Silver Scrapes going. We gotta get the meme songs coming out. What other meme songs can we play that would be on Spotify? Alright, I do have one. For the boys. Okay, in terms of the standings right now, I don't have a fully updated groups, unfortunately. It's been a bit of a tricky situation. But as of now, this is roughly how it looks like. Last time did lose a game here to Genesis. I mean, but then eventually did tie. Equinox here are very much looking to bring it to a three-way tie towards with Genesis. And then pretty much almost evening all the standings here. And the standings will be fairly even. And at the end of the day, like, this is a very evened out top set of teams. I think all the teams able to take the game that they needed to take. They all played very well, and I think we're going to hopefully see some of these teams reflect some of the skill in the Pro Division, with Aeon having to also have to actually make their way out of the Pro Division, out into the Pro Division from the Open Div. And yeah, we're getting some good League of Legends, but we should be hopefully into games soon. I know, Josh. So like, it's 6-2. Like, we haven't been able to update the standings that much recently, so I do apologize about that. So yeah, I think Aeon want to try and see if they can compete for that top spot. I know they're a bit outdated, but it's been a busy couple of days. Okay, I do apologize. We'll look at the completed standings now, but we are loading into game now. I just clicked through all the slides that I was not supposed to click through. Yeah, I think we'd better just look at the ones on the website rather. But we got some 6 skins coming out here. We got some banging champions coming out, as we actually are gonna hop straight into game. We can't listen to Giga Chat anymore, guys. Sorry, Giga Chat has to disappear. Wait, did it say Aeon was 4-2? I will need to reevaluate some of the standings, because There were some games that they were set while Griffix was still competing, so we hadn't really taken account of any of the Griffix games, and it was a bit difficult to try and figure out which games goes where. So some of the stats are a bit outdated, but we will do a complete evaluation of the scoreboard at the end of this game and see how both groups are looking going into Metal State Tournament this week. As there was a bit of a pause, mid was AFK, because Henio decided he needed to take a, I think he needed to take a break. I don't know what he was doing. Can't even type in here. We can't type. I want to though. As we see, 3 members of Aeon are going to possibly look for... No, they're not going to look for an invade. They are just going to drop some vision. Try and negate the invade. But there are 2 champions which you need to keep an eye on today. We do need to keep an eye onto this Nunu. This is Umbreonix, one of his favorite champions. He's very proficient on it. You got to keep an eye on Henio on the Z. Playing from the side of Germany, sitting on the 15 ping, very likely not to miss the Qs. We'll be proving LL Stylish wrong. But yeah, we see Guy is being very aggressive on this Tryndamere. We're looking to make trades, looking to really bother this Nunu here. But it appears that they might know that it is warded. Yeah, so no particularly difficult things coming out from the bot side of the map. Just sitting, just chilling, just sitting by the tower, sitting in the bush. The Snack gonna be looking to try and use and abuse the saplings, as Umbreonix will do the solo start. But they do know he is there. The Shen is gonna be weak side, so they do want to make sure the Shen is not in too difficult of a lane in the top lane. Motmatil is going to have to show some serious proficiency as the W coming out from the Snack. A lot of damage coming out from this Maokai. But again, really good call coming out from the Snack there. No summoners burn from Grom. But he is taken to just under half HP. Kind of trading health for health there. Never Move does miss. But we also got to keep an eye on this bot lane here. Well, on this Nunu. Seeing where he's going to be pathing. And then we got to keep an eye on Hello. Especially on this. The Zaya is his most proficient champion. It is his favorite champion. So, going to be on massively good comfort this game for. And Never Move does land onto Henio here. Bubbles OG. Making use of the level advantage just for now, while Tryndamere was a little bit behind. But it does look like it might start very much moving in the favor of the Tryndamere as the game goes. Just giving some basic stats. This is not the first time Bubbles OG has played the Shen. He has played the Shen a couple of times. Very much enjoys this champion. The Snack also on this Maokai has played 2 games on the Maokai. This is the first time we're seeing the Tryndamere from Guy. So very curious to see how it's going to perform. All the Qs connecting from Henio will not proc the passive, but one thing we have experienced with Henio so far, if you give him the Z, is very, very hard to deal with. But actually taking a really bad trade. But there is a Nunu making his way mid. Does try and drop the snowball, but to no avail, unfortunately. Kindred is there to back up, but again, nothing will happen. Yeah, really, really good trades coming from Bubble OG onto the Tryndamere here. There's still a bit of a pause. Waves being frozen, like the Kindred. It does want to fight for the Rift Terror. Does want to fight for their mark, but Zed also there, just making his way down. Umbreonix does pick up the Scuttle, is looking for a point of gank, waiting for his E to come up. As you see, there is going to be a commit coming into the ball lane. Nunu making his way. The hook does land. The dredge line doing a lot of damage. Amalo having to burn the flash. Makai does drop the root, but a lot of damage coming out onto Sloth there. And then the root coming out from Hello. Flash from the Snack onto Grom. Kindred is there. So is Motmatil. This is absolute chaos as 4 members of Aeon have made their way bot. Don't have to burn the flash. Kindred burn the flash. There's a flash Never Move coming out from the Motmatil, and that will be a double kill in the bot lane. And unfortunately, not what Equinox wanted to see. Tryndamere very much looking just to keep pushing the wave. Oh gosh, I got rid of it again. Tap. Tap. Time control gone. Tap. There you go. But yeah, Shen trading very well into this Tryndamere, does have a very good early game presence. But the Tryndamere is not going to be very easy to deal with, as he is just going to sit in the side lane and split push. Henio is there, does look for Nick Wolf. A lot of damage, as that will be a kill going up to Henio. He will be taking down this Kindred. One thing you got to know, if you've been in era long enough to know and fear that Henio Zed, you do not want to give him a lead. You do not want to give him this kind of kill pressure. It's Shen also looking to just play this lane very calmly. Does have a slight CS deficit, but Zed is a jabber you got to be very scared of, especially playing it on high ping. Qs do go wide. Nunu is just bombing in the top lane, but not very good trade coming out from Henio here. Zed has picked up the death mark. Oh, we got the Craigasm from Frosty in the chat. As you see, Guy is desperately trying to trade onto the Shen here. But Shen is doing a lot of damage. Tryndamere does have the Undying Rage, but will not continue the tower dive. No, we love his Owen Den Olaf. A bit of banter coming out here in the chat. But the dragon is up. Nunu is in the bot side. Will likely look to pressure this, as he does have a very high smite. We'll be able to steal this pretty easily, but the snack making sure that he can keep as much vision as possible. A lot of damage actually coming out from the Varus Q there. One thing I'm curious about that we're going to see is what kind of build is Grom going to be opting for on this Varus. Is he going to be going for the full AP? Is he going to be full AP? As the flash Q does come out to Zai, does not have the flash. Snowball does connect. Maokai does also not have the flash either, so that will be likely going to be a kill there. Varus desperately trying to get the last hit. Will be the last hit. Henio has not dropped the death mark yet. We'll have to burn the flash to get out of the demonic ascension. The death mark does appear to have been used. The shadow is not available. But really good call coming out from this Nunu, picking up that kill there. Nunu is going for the final invade onto the kill here. Does get a bit of a shield, does make it out. Henio taking a lot of damage, doesn't have the death mark, has no escape. And that will be a kill going over to Nick Wolf on the Kindred. Henio, who's better than Guy? We'll have to see. We're gonna have to see that the Zed Tryndamere 1v1. Shen is just making good use of farming at the tower. I have to admit, farming at the tower Shen is not easy. You take back your statement, man. You just said it. Henio is my favorite mid laner. Yeah, I think he's my second favorite mid laner. My favorite mid laner has to be Nick Zora. That's my favorite one. As they are going to be a commit onto Umbreonics here. Ghost will come out from Tryndamere, but there will be nothing there. Henio is going to try and yoink this red buff. Bubbles OG is there as well. It is a 3v2. Red buff does get stolen by the Nunu. No further fight will be engaged. Just sidestep all of this as the Snack has made his way into the mid lane. But Ghost will come out from Tryndamere. Well, Ghost will come out from Matil as well. Yeah, a lot of action happening in this top side of the map. The game is very much still even. It is does look like it is going to be the lethality Varus. It has been making a bit of a resurgence now with some of these changes to lethality items. So very curious to see how this is going to go. Very good to catch those 1v1s and very much to... Oh, the Deathmark does come out from the Zed here. The Demonic Ascension does come out as well. A lot of damage going from Deathmark. Does pop. Waiting for this thing to land as Henio picks up Matil in a solo bolo. Mad kill coming out here from the Zed player. But can we get a brrr in the chat for the Zed, or is that too cringe for all of you? No? Henio better than Mont. Brrr, there we go. We get the brrs in chat at least. See. So Henio is going to be very much. He's going to be optimizing for the Rav Hydra build as he went for the Tiamat. But Guy does have the Rift Herald. Shen is going to be stuck farming under tower, and you can see the CS is kind of falling behind. But that is just unfortunate. It's like to be Shen farming under tower. You don't have very good wave clear. But at the same time, it's very easy to get shoved in, especially with the Trinamir permanently pushing the wave. The Guy is looking to be a bit aggressive, and he's going to be proxying Bubbles OG. The disrespect coming out from Guy here, making sure that the Shen has a very difficult time farming under his tower. As Varus will pick up the Yomu's Ghostblade. First item already. Nickel popping over into the pit, but is spotted by a control ward. They know full well that the side of Equinox are not there. They know a bunch of them have reset, they know bot lane has reset, so that should be a pretty free dragon for Aeon right now. But that is 3 members making their way up for Guy. Flash will come out onto the Trinamir, Ghost will come out as well. Holding the death mark as long as possible, just trying to get the E. Trying to do as much damage as possible. Nunu will flash as well. Does have the ulti. And will pick up the kill on Guy. But at what cost? The Shen losing quite a few minions. And yeah. This game is still looking very even. But Equinox are looking very well. Well formed. Well put together. Did not let the first game tilt them. Yeah, like did not let the first game get too into their heads. As I think just sticking to comfort has been their point of victory. This Nunu has been making a massive impact around the map. Henio using this death mark on cooldown. Nevermore does land a lot of damage coming out. Shen ulti is there. Death mark coming out. Shen will land the taunt. A lot of damage coming out to Mont Matil. Death mark will pop, but will the Shen pick up the last kill? No, as we see a flash coming out from Mont Matil. Taunt is not available just yet. The Nunu is there looking to try and get the kill. Never Move does land onto 3 people. The Money Station has landed. Flash coming out from Sloth. Varus picking up his 3rd kill and putting Grom at 3-1. Now, so Guy and Nick Wolf will be getting this top lane tower, unfortunately. Cue Tokyo Drift song. I don't know if I can play it. I think it is royalty free, so we should be able to. As the Q does connect onto Hello here. Grom is very much getting the auto attacks off, able to proc the passive. Does not have the full Q charge. Exhaust coming out here. Nunu is there to save the day. Flash from the snack once again onto Grom, but it will not go their way as Umbreonix is there to help save the day. W does use to dodge the Varus Q, but the snack is not getting out of this alive. And that will be 4 kills going onto Grom. So this is definitely not what you want to be seeing from this roster. As is the comfort picks on the side of Equinox are definitely making the difference. But as per request from chat, I am not sure if it is going to be available, but we're going to be queuing up the song requested. Alright, so where is the Tokyo? There we go. There's even remixes of this, so we will play the original. But okay, so there we go. As requested greatly by chat. Nunu making his way in, Tokyo drifting in, will land the snowball. Umbreonix is here once again. Does get hit by the sapling. They are going to look just to steal away his camps here. 4 members of Equinox are there as well. The death mark comes out. A lot of damage coming out onto Hello, but the Kindred ulti will be dropped. Will save the day. Nunu charging up the ulti. Big damage coming out from this Nunu here. As there's a bit of an overstep from Aeon. And that is going to be more kills going over to Equinox. Is this Equinox's theme music? Is this what the music that they needed to win? Ghost is coming out for Guy here, but the phase rush from Embryonics will save him there, so there will be no further commit from Guy. Ah, we got another Jews music. What is this? What song are we gonna be playing, Farinho? If you know. Girl guy. That can be very much debated. Are we even allowed to play I Like to Move It, Move It? Alright, so we can't play a proper version, but we'll play another version. Alright. Okay, so it is queued up, lads. We do see Embryonics and Henio are sitting in the lane dealing with Guy here, but Guy is just gonna have a lot of sustain. Third dragon coming out. Well, though this is the second dragon coming out for the side of Aeon, as they will pick it up very easily. No contest so far. No rolling by Limp Bizkit. I mean, okay, I am only so limited to what I can play and what I can't play in terms of copyright and not copyright. Deathmark is still available. Use Deathmark. Will use the dodge. Trinity Shen ulti coming out as well. Guy taking a lot of damage. Ignite will come out, and Henio will pick up the kill onto the Trinimir. As this is just Henio sent 3-1 on the Zed, 5-1 on the Varus, and 3-0-5 on this Nunu. But it just seems like Aeon in a bit of a panic. They are rushing around to go the objectives, try and keep their gold lead. But very, very hard for them when the side of Equinox have got the push. They got the good engage too. Alright, we gotta catch the Nunu while doing that, so he's not gonna do the Tokyo Drift because he's clearing his camp. But Henio does perch the Prowler's Claw. So that's gonna be looking for that one-shot burst on the carry. Which is very easy as a majority of the team he's up against are very squishy other than the Maokai. So Nunu could possibly be looking. Are we gonna get a W coming out? No W. Come on, we're waiting. We got the W just at the end, but this is the song requested by Farinho. So this is I Like to Move It, Move It. But it is the version by Kuhn. The song kind of sounds fire. Move it. Kindred stack check. Alright, we can take a look at that. Kindred sitting only on 3 stacks, unfortunately. Has not gotten the full mark yet. So she's not too far ahead. And yeah, definitely is in a pretty position, especially for the Kindred. As Mateel is caught out, a lot of damage coming out from Zed. Does use the Prowler's Claw, does run the Demonic Ascension. Exhaust coming out of Mateel as well. The Dre's line does land onto the Swain. Still not able to kill him. A lot of damage, but we'll have to burn the Flash. Henio having to make his way out. But Mateel just not dying. Just doing too much damage. As Aeon are desperately trying to open up the base. Nunu does drop the ult to just try and survive here. We'll have to burn the Flash as well. But yeah, like Aeon have made their push into the base. Are knocking off the kills, opting for more of the objective control. Very hard for the side of Equinox to deal with them, as they are just going to be splitting the map. The snowball is coming in from Lenunu. He's looking to just clear the wave. But yeah, very intense game here. But despite having all these kills and this lead, Equinox still have not been able to produce a tower yet. They have got all the tier 1s still up and are very far behind in terms of getting that gold. Like all the gold which they got from all these kills has just been translated into by tower plating. Like that's the whole reason why Aeon are so far ahead. They got all the tower plating, all the gold, where very much the Aeon's towers are still standing. Yeah, absolutely amazing play coming out from Matil there. Yeah, this is we're doing very techno vibes here. The Kindred is still looking on marks. So what marks is Kindred on? She has just reached her 4th mark. Okay, this is no longer techno, this is hardstyle. So it is just looking to be a 5v5. They are looking to set something up here. But Aeon played the map very smoothly, despite not having the gold lead in terms of kills. Played the map very well. The Nemo does land onto Henio here. Snowball coming out for Nunu is looking for a possible engage, but there will be no continuation there. The Nevermore does land onto Sloth here. Sloth does try aim for the Dreadline. Dreadline does go wide. Shen ulti going onto the Z, but Amalo doing way too much damage. Momatil also dropping the demonic insertion, a lot of damage as well. Kindred ulti saving them all from the Nunu burst. But that is just 4 members of Aeon just absolutely annihilating this backline. Tryndamere not giving 2 flying fucks about the tank. And we do see Embryonics has since left the game or disconnected. There is a GG coming in from Bubbles OG. They do believe that they know this game has come to an end. They are going to be taking down the Inhib, taking down the Nexus towers. It is going to be one last fight for the base. Henio is there. Will he be able to stop this unrelenting Tryndamere? It is very unlikely. This game looks like it is very much in the bag for Aeon. They are just playing with their food here. They are just trying to shut down Amalo, but Amalo does too much damage. The Featherstorm saving his life. But it is going to be a GG well played, and Aeon take the series. I'm on the winning team of ERA Rivals, all I'm saying. Dear damn, that is a very tough thing to say. You betraying your own team here, brother man. But yeah, there's unfortunately no 10 death power slide for Sloth. Sloth did make some really good calls, really good plays there. But yeah, it was just unfortunate they weren't able to translate that into any of the towers. Matil very much became the raid boss that he has strived to be. Tryndamere sat in a side lane, made it very hard for anyone to deal with him, very easy to get away. And yeah, that is going to be GG's over to the side of Aeon. And they will be taking the 2-game series. So now we are going to quickly take a look at the current standings. So we can get a better grip of what the groups all look like now. Alright, so let's go to tournaments. Ty has been very nice to set this all up, so we are going to get that going. Log in, 95% played. Boom, bada bing. Alright, cool, that's all being looked at. Give the points. Okay, I gotta give the points. So unfortunately, Matthew does hold on to all his points. As Aeon do take the dub. So no big amount of points going to anyone nowadays. But let's take a look at the stats. So currently we're looking at the groups. Group 1, Aeon do top the group right now, going 18 points. Last time coming into 2nd place with 16 points. Genesis in 3rd, Equinox in 4th. Unfortunately, Griffix was dropping out. We'll take the 4th place spot. And our Floppy's just got a crap ton of points. My word. That's way too many points. So now we also take a look at the group 2, with Kronos taking the top spot, going undefeated in the tournament. Solstice picking up 2nd place with taking 1 loss and 2 draws. Zenith picking up 3rd. Kairos coming in 5th, and then Tempo picking up 4th place. So that does bring us to the end of the Era Rivals tournament, which I think it was very nice to see what our organization has in terms of potential, what we're going to be bringing to medal state this year. So hoping to see all these teams performing to the best of their ability in the future. Hoping to see Aeon promote in the open division. Kronos keep that undefeated win streak. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a Kronos Aeon scrim. Yeah, I think we could try and definitely get that organized, get that up and running. Would definitely want to see that. So yeah, that is going to be GG's to everyone in chat. Thank you everyone for coming to watch. All the supporters. Thank you for everyone who's been over here over the last 2 weeks over the Era Rivals. There's been a lot of fun casting all of it and participating in it as well. So that is going to be all from me. The next time I'll see you, it will be for medal state tournaments. We do have a very special guest on the stream for pre-show for the first Era game. We are going to be having the medal state admin in charge of the League of Legends roster. Well, the League of Legends tournament. So be sure to catch that first stream, as we're going to be asking some of the questions surrounding the League of Legends scene at Medal State and what they have prepared for us this year. So all in all, wish you guys to enjoy the rest of your evenings, whether you're going to be grinding all hours of the night or you're going to be heading out to bed. Have a good one, everybody. We will be leaving you with a song very much by Mr. Floppy Pancake himself. This is a song he very much requested. So I will open that up just for you. And you'll have to deal with it. But yeah, GG's everybody. Good night.
Do it faster, makes us stronger than ever. Hour after hour, working.
Number 15. Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Flame Grill taste with perfect toppers. I will this day. Lettuce, mayo, pickle, ketchup, it's okay. If I don't want that, it also will obey. Yeah, Whopper, any Whopper, my way, Whopper, my way. Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Flame Grill taste with perfect toppers. I will this day. Number 15. Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Flame Grill taste with perfect toppers. I will this day. Lettuce, mayo, pickle, ketchup, it's okay. If I don't want that, it also will obey. Yeah, Whopper, any Whopper, my way, Whopper, my way. Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Flame Grill taste with perfect toppers. I will this day.